A very good afternoon to all our participants. Thank you all for joining in. Hi, Bhavna, Aditi, Bharat, Chetan, Ritu, Harshit, Nimesh, Sandra, Ushma, Vanita, Ajay, Hilag, Aruna. Thank you all for joining in. Good afternoon, Bhavna.
You're putting it on the Facebook Live also?
Yeah, this will be live on YouTube, sir.
YouTube. Why can we put it on Facebook Live of mine?
Yeah, we'll share the link with you wherein you can have that link shared and it will
Give
route
it
to
to
that.
Varsha, she can put it on live.
Yes, yes.
Varsha, you can put it on live. Facebook.
Just minute, sir. Let me check क्या भी कर सकते हैं.
Become the co-host. I don't need to be a co-host.
Yeah, in fact, Varsha has been made the co-host.
Yeah, fine. So she can do it live straight, better.
Sir, I can't.
Why?
That is the host, right? ना live करने का sir.
Oh.
Should I make the host, but then I will lose all the controls from backend.
Or give the link, she can put the link there.
Yeah, so we'll share the link and that's how it will enable her to put it out there.
Yeah. Can you do that, Varsha?
Sir, just minute.
Or I'll just make her the host for some time. You know,
Yeah,
maybe.
for few minutes.
Yeah, and she can live it on Facebook and then.
Yeah,
she
take it back.
take it
Yeah,
back.
that's better.
Yeah, that should be.
Just a moment, I'll just.
Just
Okay, Varsha, I've made you the host.
okay. Just minute.
Yeah.
ऊपर हमें ये करना पड़ेगा, रोकना पड़ेगा इसमें. Actually, there is no option. Is saying stop live streaming.
Okay. Because I've lived it on YouTube. That's why maybe.
Yes.
So for now, Shyam, let's do one thing. Let's have it live on YouTube for now. And then
we will, after that we will put.
Have that link shared on Facebook also, which will enable it for the viewers to view that.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. Varsha, but you need to go to that page where you need to go to the public. You know, it goes to only me.
Yes.
When you do that public.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Do that
Varsha,
public.
you can make me the host again. That's
Yes,
HRAI.
yes. I'm. No.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Please make me co-host because I have to share the screen.
Just. Yeah. That.
Okay.
Okay. So all set. So we are on time.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lovely afternoon and time to begin with our today's webinar. Success is a relative term. For some, it's sealing the $1 million contract, and for others, it would be getting a satisfactory life after retirement. But not everyone succeed. Why? Because some are mere dreamers. They don't try to take any step towards it. As per a study by the University of Scranton on New Year goal, only 8% of the participants were able to achieve their goals. People often like to dream big, but when it comes to taking action, not all are able to leave their comfort zone. Today, let's hear it from a speaker on how one can create a roadmap to success. HR Association of India welcomes you all to the 2020 Dialogue Masterclass series on the topic Roadmap to Success. For HRAI events and details, I would request all our participants to visit the link shared in the chat window. For an effective session, do follow the webinar guidelines as mentioned in the chat window. Kindly help us with your feedback. It is important to us. We will be running a poll before the Q&A session. Request all participants to kindly give your feedback on the session. Our today's speaker is well known as Mr. Motivator and Mr. Energy, is a well-known HRD public speaker and a global leadership coach. His key focus is people development and processes to create world-class people who deliver world-class business result. His core specialization is organizational development with key strength of building people for their personal and professional success. Also in Bangkok, Post, the leading English newspaper of Thailand, started calling him Mr. Motivator in the year 2004 due to his regular contribution of articles on Roadmap to Success. He is proudly being referred to as Mr. Motivator in the human resource and education fraternity. He has been in the corporate world for over 3 decades with Indian, Austrian, German, and American companies of repute. His experience of working with around 12 cultures across the globe has helped him understand psychology of workforce across industry and thereby conducting workshops on leadership and management skills for education institution and corporate houses. He believes in shifting perspective from global to local and creating leaders for the future world. He is currently the chief mentor and CEO of Global Talent Company Limited. He is none other than Mr. BAKSHI. Do feel free to follow him on LinkedIn. Details for the same are shared in the chat window. Without taking much time, I now welcome Mr. BAKSHI to take over this session. Over to you, Mr. BAKSHI.
Yeah, good afternoon, and thank you so much for this introduction. Before I start, I would like Varsha to share what is this roadmap to success, a video which will give you an understanding, and then we can go further.
We can build the passion for ourselves so that we can run global organizations around the world. We can make a difference to the community, to the society, to the global world. And we can move from global thinking to the local thinking. Each one of us sitting in this room and people around the world know about it. Everyone is fully aware how Kiran Bedi, known as the Crane Bedi of yesteryears, in this part of Delhi, dedicatedly, devotedly did her role clarity, which many of us lack in life.
A roadmap to success being with Mr. BAKSHI, I think is a nutrition. It's a reminder, it's a recall, because we are all searching for the right key nuggets. We're looking for some recall and remembrance. And this program of a roadmap to success, I think, is a reminder.
They have taken the role of building people, because by building people you can build a nation. By building people you can build the globe, because of their passion, because of their fervor, because of their unconditional commitment to build people.
And I think it's extremely critical that each one of us try to be part of it. I'm part of it because I believe that there's a lot of learning, and also by sharing experiences, it's possible for us to ensure that the learning continues.
It was very inspiring indeed, and I would say go home with a lot of impressions that I need to go inside me and work that out.
Made all of us energized for 2 days continuously, and it's a good intake by us, which will take us along for a leadership what is required in future.
We are equally privileged to have DK as the program director. He has done part and parcel of management movement, right from the local management association where he was vice president, Delhi Management Association.
And earlier I saw a little sample of what DK was doing. I was wondering that you will shock the hell of the life of the people when you go back tomorrow morning.
Yeah, good afternoon, namaste, sat sri akal, salam alaikum, sawadee-khap. Sawadee-khap is the way we salute each other in Pasa Thai language, because 16, 17 years in Thailand, that is my, Karma Bhumi, and Jalma Bhumi is India, powerful nation. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining this afternoon. What you saw a video, this program is on last 25 years in the global world. It was started by Padma Shri Dr. Pritam Singh. You see behind me, my guru, my mentor, whom I remember. We lost him during COVID days. Padma Shri Pritam Singh was IIM Lucknow Director, MDI Gurgaon, as well as patron of Global Talent Company. He has been my guru. Along with him, my another guru, my another mentor, Her Excellency Dr. Kiran Bedi, who is right now the Lieutenant Governor of Pdca. She has been another great mentor of mine. And along with that, you could see Mr. Siddiqui, the Maruti Suzuki guy. Asha Bandarkar has been part of it. Rajan Datta, ex-Reliance, has been part of it. Sagarika Rai has been part of it. And there are many other people who have been part of this. Anu Singh Latter, the Vice Chancellor of Ambedkar University, has been part of it. And there have been a group of people. We put together a roadmap to success. I think it was 1998. After that, this roadmap to success, everybody got into different corners, different parts of the world. I went to Bangkok, but I said, I need to carry it forward. And as Padma Shri Pritam Singh always said, DK is mad. Yes, I was mad about it. And I took it forward, not only in India, I took it forward to almost 18 countries in the world. From Romania to Lithuania to Netherlands to Nigeria to Ethiopia to USA to Canada, Middle East, and of course Asia Pacific. I was based out of Bangkok as my headquarters. Having said that, what is this roadmap? And I do it program continuously on a public platform, wherein Padma Shri Pritam Singh will certainly come and Kiran Bedi will certainly come. One of them in valedictory and one of them in inaugural. And some of my HR fraternity stalwarts will also come to further strengthen what we have done for 2 days. And I do a customized program for various corporates in near about 14, 15 countries around the world. Now, what is this roadmap? I would like to explain. And I would talk for 40 minutes. I would like more and more questions to come from you. And I wish to be here till every question is responded to the best of my ability. I may not be able to give you all the answers, but whatever to the best of my ability, I will certainly respond to your questions. That's my commitment in the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, Roadmap to Success, a signature program, which is so powerful. 120,000 people around the world, 17 cultures. And every time it changes, every time it gets customized. It is a process. It's a program. It's a journey. It's a planned action. And I call it, it's a personal pilgrimage. I repeat, it's a process, it is a program, it's a journey, it's a planned action, it's a personal pilgrimage. And when you decide to have a personal pilgrimage, then you don't look back, you move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 7 steps of this roadmap. ROADMAP. I'll come to each step. But I would like to say, dream what you want to be, dream. Go where you want to go. Be what you want to be, because you have only one life and one chance to do all the things you want to do. I repeat, dream what you want to dream. Go where you want to go. Be what you want to be, because you have only one life and one chance to do all the things you want to do. This is the best chance. Irrespective of all the difficult situations in the world, COVID, see what we have done as human beings. Through the digital mode, we are together more passionately. Of course, I keep on every day singing a song. I am not used to this, but I have got used to this like 9 months. And you know which song I keep on talking? Koi lota de mere beete hue din. Because I'm looking to go back to the classrooms, to those hotels, to those corporate houses where I will have face-to-face interaction. Your roadmap to success is a dream. And I would like to give you ROADMAP today. The first R today, which I designed for you, is regenerate role of business leaders with global, rather local mindset. Think global, act local. O is optimize and focused approach to smarter goal setting. Not only smart, smarter goal setting. A is alignment of self with super duper heavy VUCA world. Earlier we were talking VUCA, but we are talking super duper VUCA because this pandemic is heavy dose of VUCA. D, deliver business formulas linked to people, and people. M is master the art of business and people communication. And A is alignment of culture of customer delight leading to customer excitement. And P is most important. That's the madness. Passion to build, rather rebuild today in pandemic, robust and sustainable organizational excellence. That is what roadmap I am going to be talking to you. So let me talk about first one, regenerating role of business leaders with global, rather local mindset. A vision, a purpose can provide a roadmap for yourself. You know, you need to buy a ticket to go to Mumbai. You can't just go to you can go today and buy a ticket instantly, but you don't know which seat number you can get and whether you get a seat. But in case you plan to go to Mumbai or to Bangkok or to New York, you need to plan. When you plan one day in advance, your ticket will be, which could have come in $60, can be even $300. In the global world, we plan our travel 6 months in advance. Bookings are done in 6 months in advance. So that kind of a vision, that kind of a thinking, that kind of a purpose you need to create. So in case you don't have a vision, I'm sorry, we are blind. And I'm seeing in this pandemic, what's going on. All the visions have, all the purposes have got destroyed, but then there are people who are consistently working on their vision. So when you're working on your vision, as a leader, you need to inspire trust. You need to coach potential leadership. You need to execute strategy. And you need to create trust transparency, and togetherness. We talked about yesterday also with Dr. Asha Bhandarkar. She talks about trust, transparency, and togetherness. So visionary people are very different. Those who create a vision and make people to be part of that vision and handhold them and become part of them, not as a visionary leader just creating a vision and you do it. No, every day doing it with them. Many global leaders. You talk about Steve Jobs, you talk about Narayan Murthy, you talk about Azim Premji, you talk about Bill Gates. Look at what they did. How did they do it? They had a clear vision. They had clear steps to drive their business and people organization. And Padma Shri Pritam Singh used to always say that in terms of vision, you need to have a clear, quality education. And he used to say, and he told us before he left us in June, he was on my session on a strategic leadership, and he said, countries are not destroyed by weapons. Countries are destroyed by poor quality of education. I repeat, countries are not destroyed by weapons. So we need to educate our people. We need to create visions. Smaller visions, not very big visions, whatever vision you want to do. Because you can, when you create a vision in an organization and you start working on that, things become clear. So therefore, what I am trying to talk here is, when you are going to the, what do you call it, to the theory of roadmap, the first and foremost is vision. And you can regenerate. And you've seen, I worked for Gillette company 120 years old back. Mr. Kingsley Gillette said, make something good, people will buy it. And first year, he made 51 blades. Next year, he made 251 blades. Third year, he made 552 blades. And then the history of Gillette started. Remember the vision of Coca-Cola, Mr. Coke saying, Mr. Coke said, when you are thirsty in any part of the world, you should look for a signage of Coke. You should get a Coke in hand. People said he's mad, but he did it. So therefore, vision will be possible only with a leader who has energy, who will energize, who will have an edge, who will execute, and who will create excitement. Energy, energize, edge, execution, and excitement. Now look at Prime Minister Modi, the great leader of not only our country, the global leader today. Many people do a lot of great work. And how do you appreciate them? I always believe in this roadmap. If you consistently work on a game plan, which is vision, which is roadmap, results will be of unexpected nature. And here is an example. And I would like Varsha to share this video. I repeat, Varsha, share the video. If you consistently work on a game plan, look at this.
सबके जीवन में उतार चढ़ाव आते रहते हैं और जब मैं देख रहा था कि अब कम्युनिकेशन ऑफ हो गया है तो मैं देख रहा था आपके सारे चेहरे एकदम से हो गए। लेकिन ये कोई छोटा अचीवमेंट नहीं है जो आप लोगों ने किया। देश आप पर गर्व करता है और आपकी इस मेहनत ने बहुत कुछ सिखाया भी। और जैसा मुझे बताया सब साइंटिस्टों ने कि अगर फिर से कम्युनिकेशन शुरू हुआ तो फिर तो ये बहुत सारी चीजें हमें देता रहे। तो होप फॉर द बेस्ट। लेकिन मेरी तरफ से आपको बहुत बधाई है। बहुत उत्तम सेवा की है आपने देश ने। आपने बहुत बड़ी सेवा की है विज्ञान की और आपने बहुत बड़ी सेवा की है मानव जात की। इस पड़ाव से भी हम बहुत कुछ सीख रहे हैं। आगे भी हमारी यात्रा जारी रहेगी और मैं पूरी तरह आपके साथ हूं। हिम्मत के साथ चलें।
Okay, Varsha. Now, most of you know about this video. This is the role of a leader. This is what leadership is. This is authentic leadership for building a roadmap to success, not only for the country, for your company, for your community, for your family. And you know the history. And here I repeat, if you consistently work on a game plan is your roadmap, your vision, the results will be of unexpected nature. But then under this regeneration of business leaders, we need good skill sets, and COVID is again and again challenging all of us with the skill set. So in my roadmap, I'm certainly talking about a regenerating role of business leaders. What kind of skill set? Quick one. Number one, agility, business ability, capability and copability, coping with the pressure, deliverability, engageability, flexibility, guide, mentor ability, high potential ability, and innovation ability. I repeat, all the leaders at respective level, whether you are a supervisor, whether you are a manager, whether you are a vice president, whether you are a corporate leader, whether you are an education excellence leader, agility, business ability, capability, copability, deliverability, engageability, flexibility, guide, mentorability, high potential ability, and innovation ability is the mantra for building a roadmap to success, with 5 drivers of engagement, establishment, enhancement, enlightenment, and enrichment. Engagement, establishment, enhancement, enlightenment, and enrichment. But you need to do it smart way, which we talk about specific, measurable. Now I come to, when I'm saying this, I'm now coming to O, optimize and focus approach to smart goal setting. That's O. How do we do this optimization? We need to be smart. And all of you know, specific is smart, smart is specific, measurable, achievable, result-oriented, time-bound. But I have added 2 more things with this. And COVID has given us a lot of things to talk about it. I call it smarter. E is ethical. And R is relationship hungry. You need to be hungry for relationship. We have one human race around the world, one human being. Irrespective of caste, creed, gender, nationality, and religion. So therefore, when you want to optimize, how do we optimize? I call about this 5W and 1H. Who, what, why, when, where, and how. Who's taking action? and who is affected by that action. What is the result that I want to achieve? Question. Why? Why is this goal and this skill important to my life, my role, and my performance, my country, my nation? When do I need to complete this goal? Where do I need to use this special skill, and how? What are the requirements to be met and how I need to do it? Wrong way, right way, shortcuts, or ethical way? My dear friend, in case you want to be a great global leader, global manager, you need to understand global strategic skills, organization skills, team building skills, transfer of knowledge skills, and communication skills. And here you need to be very clear, irrespective of geographies, cultures, gender, colors, creed, nationalities, religions, and caste. Living, learning, working, and socializing together. So when I am saying this, I am talking about how do we optimize, and we can optimize through a clear goal setting. Gather, optimize, align, leverage, synchronize goals. Gather, optimize, align, leverage, and synchronize. Identify people with skills. Make powerful, passionate teams. Convert team strengths to opportunities. Add fuel to the fire for team performance. Strategize, synergize, and synchronize. And turn these scars into stars. When you have a scar, people look at your scar. But in case you perform, the scar becomes a star. There are many Bollywood actors with many scars, but they perform, they become a star. There could be an Indian cricketer or a footballer with many scars, but when he starts performing, he becomes a star. So even in the corporate world, even your business, in your role, turn scars into stars. That's the roadmap. Therefore, aligning with people and self is very important in the VUCA world. You know, before COVID, everybody last couple of years talked about VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. That's why I'm talking about now alignment. You know what I used to say since 2018? Don't talk volatile, don't talk uncertain, don't talk complex, don't talk ambiguous. Volatile is vision. Uncertain is unknown, unheard, unlimited potential to do business. And don't talk about complex, talk about capability and competency. Don't talk about ambiguous, talk about alignment. I changed this VUCA into a positive thing. And you know, then super duper VUCA came through COVID-19. So in case we sit idle and we say it's VUCA, it's VUCA, it's VUCA, it's VUCA, it's VUCA, we die. But what did we do, human being? We started acting. This is my 200 seminar in 9 months. Everybody who had never done it, had never done it. So we challenged COVID, we challenged the VUCA, we challenged the super VUCA by vision, by unlimited potential, unknown business process, unheard practices, competency, capability, and alignment. I still remember 16, 9/20, was, Lehman collapse in 2008, I think, 2008. You know what happened in the world. Everything collapsed. But we kept on challenging. That is where you have to align yourself with VUCA. And you can align yourself with VUCA only by change, and change. And I call change as competency development with global outlook. Harnessing a culture of performance, aligning and respecting different cultures of the world, nurturing people to be creative and innovative, grow globally acceptable talent with global talent. energize people to deliver business results. So we need leaders to think about it. We need the future as fast, urban, tribal, universal, radical, and ethical leaders. You've seen that in Narayan Murthy. You have seen that in Nirma washing powder, Karsanbhai Patel Sahab. You have seen that in Geeta Poghat, a freestyle wrestler. Many leaders like that who are the future of this world, fast, urban, tribal, universal, radical, and ethical leadership. You have seen that in the founder of Hero Honda, from a cycle becoming #1 motorcycle company in the world, Mr. Brij Mohan Munjal. Then I come to D, deliver. Deliver business formulas lead to people development and people and people. So this roadmap of D now talks about work clearly on your objectives and on your plan. Pdca. Plan, do, check, act. Passion, dedication, commitment and attitude. A person who is passionate will plan. A person who is dedicated will do. A person who is committed will, check. And a person who has an attitude would act. Otherwise, we get stuck in PDCA. Between P and D, we don't move forward. Keep a complete focus on your plan of action, what you have decided. Work smartly. And I gave you smarter. And I always say, turn thoughts into things. Not Mungeri Lal ke sapne. Thoughts into things means what you think, you need to act and produce that. This electricity was a thought created by action, and we get electricity. Aeroplane was a thought. This computer was a thought. This digital world was a thought. Action. Those leaders are respected who are taking action, who do not sleep over action. Therefore, in delivery, I say, do, act, deliver. Do, act, deliver. Do, act, deliver. That's where I say, turn scars into stars. The formula of PDCA has to be rightly done in terms of making things to happen. Identify the problem. Analyze the problem. Identify the problem is what? Analyze the problem is why. Develop solutions and execute. Most of the problems are only in execution. Pasina nikalta hai. Blood, sweat, and tears in execution. So therefore, I move to M, master the art of communication. You've seen Prime Minister Modi, great man, irrespective of all odds, as a great leader. What did he do with his commander-in-chief of ISRO? You have seen our Kalam Sahab, the president of our country, who was the chief of ISRO, or he was the chief of DRDO at that point of ISRO. He failed. But next year he said, I have a great team and I will build it up, and he did it. We need leaders like Abdul Kalam. We need leaders like Prime Minister Modi. And then how and what to communicate to whom. That's where I say master the art of communication. Move together on a mission. Create small missions. Inspire self and others, not for meeting deadlines, but by beating deadlines. We are not here to meet the deadlines, we are here to beat the deadlines. Live by values and live by examples. Clear, concise, effective communication. Because communication is the lifeline of human being. So when you're creating a mission, be mad about it. It's always possible you can do it. I created a mission in July. Women power a global movement around the world. 100,000 women on this platform by 2021 and 1 million by 2024. I was told I am crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, go to the LinkedIn page. Every Saturday evening, I am with the women of excellence, starting from Kiran Bedi, Sister Shivani, Shazia Alami, and many more every Saturday evening. And I can tell you I am on an impossible journey, but I am going to make it possible because I believe not meeting the deadlines, but by beating the deadlines. And it is being communicated every day on this. Go to the LinkedIn and see my latest interview of how can you dream such an how can you make such a stupid plan that 1 million women on this platform by 2024. See my interview, live interview on LinkedIn. It's already on. And I communicate very strongly and very firmly because I say communication is the lifeline of human being. So when we develop a plan of action for communication, develop the communication objective, analyze your audience, and create a communication strategy. And create communication with energy, 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 energy. In case you are not able to energize your people as a leader, can't do it. It's not possible. You cannot build up a roadmap. You cannot take impossible tasks. Dr. Kiran Bedi has written a book. It's always possible. Read that. Abdul Kalam has written a book, Igniting Minds. Read that. Simple books. It's always possible. Igniting Minds. Wow. And it's a matter of communicating every day, every day, every day, every day. It's hammering, 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 hammering. When you create a roadmap, you need to talk every day. You need to eat, sleep, think, move, travel every day with that roadmap. You cannot sleep. I get up midnight around 1:30 and probably respond to some query which has not been received during the day and come midnight from any part of the world. We are 24/7. I come to now next. A, augmentation culture of customer delight leading to customer excitement. Customer is a king, customer is a god. And you know what's happening to the customization in pandemic. People are delivering everything at your house. Those who were not used to online shopping, online purchases, even vegetable, even rice, even roti, everything is coming to your house. Aspire to win the customer hearts. Adapt to the changes immediately and instantly, which we have done in the world during COVID-19. Ask your team and ask yourself not to think outside the box. People used to say, think outside the box, you can innovate. I say, no. Create your own box, you can innovate. Think outside the box, you can innovate. No way. Create your own box, you can innovate. In case you do that, you can give not only a customer delight, but customer excitement. And I will give you some tips for customer excitement when I am talking about augmenting culture of customer delight. Customer timely communication, deliver needs, not the wants. Unexpected rewards, relationship building, flexibility and adaptability, and assistance. Can I help you? May I be of your help? Because customer needs importance. Customer needs people who can deliver beyond expectation. I was fighting with Air India today for a business class ticket, which we purchased in January for March, and the person did not go. Until date, there's no refund. 55 calls made to Air India, and near about 35 mails, nothing has happened. And today I told them, I will go to the social media and expose you completely. I am their customer, but they don't bother about it. That's what has happened to Air India. And I am talking online today. Air India is destroyed because they don't care for the customers. While as British Airways or Lufthansa, even if there's a flight delay by 15 minutes, you get a message. You can take another 15 minutes, relax in the hotel because your flight is delayed by 15 minutes. We apologize for any inconvenience. This world is a world where customer needs, customer needs to say, wow. Can we turn our customers in talking to us with, wow. That kind of excitement we need to create with customers. And I always say, and I'll keep on saying, if you always do what you have always done, you will always get what you have always got. Hence, do things differently. I repeat, if you always do what you have always done, you will always get what you have always got. Hence, do things differently. Customer wants you to do things differently. That is the augmentation culture of customer delight. And in this customer delight, I always say, to win the battle of dreams, be ready to win the battle of competition. Obviously, you will win the battle of market. To win the battle of dreams, be ready to win the battle of competition. Obviously, you will win the battle of market. That is the customer expectation. Change, change, change. Which can move to challenge, 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 and which can give you growth, growth, growth. Kiran Bedi says, no change, no growth. She says, change is law. Growth is optional. Choose it wisely. I repeat, Dr. Kiran Bedi says, change is law. Growth is optional. Choose it wisely. And I say, change, change, change. Challenge, challenge, challenge. Growth, growth, growth. That change and challenge and growth will lead you to roadmap to success. And now I'm moving to the final P, which is the most important in roadmap. That's the madness, passion, janoon. Put passion, zeal, and enthusiasm in everything you do. People, pride in performance comes from dedication. Proper direction and proper work on a consistent plan of action will give you unexpected results. I call it romancing with your destiny. I am right now romancing with my destiny, whatever I am doing. That is the passion, that is the commitment to the community, to the society, to the global world. My last program in February was in India with LG, paid program, Roadmap to Success at Surajkund, a retreat model. And my last program in Bangkok was L&T, again, I think, DNA of Leadership, 2 days. After that, since March, I have not got even 1 rupee or 1 baht or $1. I'm not making money. I'm paying salaries to my employees. We are not making money. I keep my heart active. I have done 200 programs around the world, all free. That is the romance with your destiny. That is the passion I want you to put to your roadmap. That was the last P. And that is where I say, put on the glasses of optimism. You will see a world of potential. We were saying in the month of May, probably by June, July, we will be back to normal. Then we were saying in July, probably by September, by Diwali, everything will be normal. Now Diwali is also gone. We are already entering December. I am still optimistic. I'm putting the glasses of optimism and saying that there is huge potential for us in the world, especially for India. When you know one country is being, what's going on in the world, there are a lot of companies who are going to come to this country to work, put up plants, put up houses here. We have a huge potential coming to our way. A roadmap to success can create that kind of an organizational and community and the nation excellence, which can give our leadership a great push. Lead, encourage, aggregate different ideas, develop a knowledge base, excite the passion to succeed, reinforce commitments, share the dream, hone the strengths and the talent, ignite creativity and innovation, promote future leaders. The youngest town of this world, young India is going to be the power of the world. That's the role of leaders like us to create and help these youngest towns. Ladies and gentlemen, ROADMAP. In case you follow these steps with what I have talked to you, you can become a strategic partner, a change agent, an organization builder, a process facilitator, and a champion of corporate excellence, community excellence, education excellence, and Indian excellence, and the global world excellence. Steps are regenerate the role of business leaders with global, rather local mindset. Global talent, locally and vocally. Optimize and focus approach to smarter goal setting. That's all. A, alignment of self with super duper heavy VUCA world. D, deliver business formulas linked to people, people, and people. M, master the art of business communication. A, culture of customer delight leading to customer excitement. B, passion to build robust and substantially sustainable organizational excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my roadmap. But before I close and go to the questions, I would certainly like to have a quick story before I go to that. There was a gentleman, I am Ahmedabad and IIT Delhi, a big corporate leader, very successful. He comes home and he tells his wife, come on, give me a cup of coffee. I need to work on my presentation. And he tells his child, 5-year-old child, Beta, I need to work on a presentation. Don't disturb me. I have a board meeting tomorrow. So fine. Within 5 minutes, he said, where's my cup of coffee? Because we take our women power for granted. Hey, get me a cup of coffee. In the meanwhile, child comes to him and child says, Dad, I want to play with you. Oh my God. Dad is busy. He said, no, Beta, I can't do it. So Dad, no, I need to play now. Who are the most important people for us in our lives? Our families. Who are the most neglected people for us in our lives? Our families. Dad said, how to get rid of this child right now, And he finds a magazine, and the last page of magazine, he finds a picture of a world map. He cuts this world map into pieces and he tells his child, he says, Beta, do me a favor. There was a world map. I just cut into pieces. You go and connect this world map and come back. I'll play with you. Dad, I am Ahmedabad, IIT Delhi, vice president of PepsiCo or Maruti Suzuki or LG or blah, 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 blah. He said, I sent my son. Oh, madam, give me a cup of coffee. I'm through now. Within few minutes, the child comes back. He says, Dad, I did it. He said, what did you do? He said, I made the world map for you. He says, you made the world map for me? How can it be? He said, Dad, you need to come to my room and I can show you. And he goes to his room and he finds the world map made. Dad got mad. He said, how did you do it? He said, Dad, what I knew, you did not know about it. He said, what? He said, I knew behind world map there was a picture of a man. I just commanded the man, world was automatically made. Oh my God. Look at your future generations. They are more smarter than you. There was a picture of a man. He made the man together and world was made. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you're a man or a woman, be together. Sari dunya muthi mein. Indians have the power of being the supreme human talent of the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Before we move into the question and answer session, we'll be running a poll right now. Would request all our participants to share their feedback on our today's session. And while you all are doing so, would request you all to share your questions in the chat window so that we can have them addressed by Mr. BAKSHI.
I don't see any Q&A questions. I see some chats here.
So I've received one question from our participant.
Yeah.
They say, should we accept a lockdown in our life if things become too difficult to manage? Should we rather learn to rough it out, or how do we go about it?
Very great question. I think it's very important sometime to shut down. You know, factories, in case factories do not shut down after a certain period of time, which is once a year, for a period of 3-4 days and set everything right, what will happen to the factory? There will be a lot of loose ends. So during the shutdown, during the lockdown, in case we can set our things right, it's very important. Now, in case you're talking about endemic lockdown and otherwise lockdown, then I would say you have to be very calculative. Whether this lockdown, we can do something to get ourselves back to normal. Now, somebody not using the mask, somebody not maintaining the social distance, I would say that depending on, but lockdown and shutdown in our lives, factories and even people, I say. When I say people shut down means take a break. Go to some hill station for 3-4 days. Freshen up yourself and you will be more performer. Spend time with your family. Spend time with your parents. We have no time in the world. I can't see my dad. I can't see my mom. Now everybody had all the time in the world, but they could not see them. Somebody was in Canada. Somebody was in US. At least could see them here. Certain lockdowns are essentially important to ensure future and discipline. Thank you very much.
True. Absolutely, sir. We have one question from Mr. Tushar. What is the role of real-time data and analytics in building a roadmap to success? In uncertain times like present pandemic situation, how do we build a strategic roadmap?
A very, very great question. And I will not go to the technical part of it, I'll go to the softer part of it, which is very essential. Whatever business you are in, you need to do 3DER. You need to diagnose. It's like going to the doctor and doctor is looking at your fever to nahi hai. Doctor is looking at your cup and doctor is doing a diagnostic. You need to go for this test, this X-ray, this MRI, this. Once you have a diagnostic in front of you, then sit down, design and develop, and then go to the delivery of execution. But then when you are going to the delivery of execution, that's where the Pdca cycle is very important. Check whether you are doing right. Otherwise, revisit, reboot, rebuild, reshape, re-enhance, and then go again on the PDCA cycle. So diagnostic, design and deliver, design and develop, deliver, evaluate whether you are doing right or wrong, and then revisit it. That's where I call it 3DER of roadmap. It's very important for us not to take things for granted that whatever I am doing right. Not at all. There's somebody doing better than me in some part of the world. There's somebody talking better than me in some part of India. There's somebody better than me in terms of flexibility and attitude and positive thinking or even knowledge. We are not the best, but be the best, beat the best, be the best, beat the best. Create a clear roadmap. Even if you follow my steps of ROADMAP, I can send you some of you can contact Varsha or me. I can send you some more material. There are many articles. I have written here about 1,200 articles on roadmap to success every Tuesday morning on Bangkok Post for near about 6 years and 2 years on Nation. So there are certain guidelines. Follow that. You need to follow the guideline. You need to do a diagnostic. You need to develop and design. You need to deliver. And while delivery, there will be tears, sweating, and you will get mad during delivery. So we may become mad, doesn't matter. Come out of that madness, create positivity. Because you know what will happen? Power of positivity will lead to power of perseverance, will lead to power of persistence, will lead to power of passion, will lead to power of progress, will lead to power of profitability, and will lead to power of pride. I have given you 7 POP mantras last few months. Yes, sir.
Very well answered, sir. So our next question is from Vanita. How do I ensure that my strategic roadmap is really strategic and not influenced only by my own bias and emotional perceptions? How do I validate this?
Fantastic. This is very, Vinita, this is very important. What you are thinking is very good. But please, please, for God's sake, I can see everything, but I can't see my eyes, eyelids. You need to have somebody in your life with whom you can share. Don't share with critical people. Share with non-critical people who can be your brother, sister, father, husband, child, in case you have a grown-up child. My son, who is working now, and both my sons are in Canada. They're both working. And I share with them, and they give me a guiding factor. Share with some people who are non-critical of you, who wish good for you. Sit down with them, take their inputs. You cannot be right all the time. And they can validate and support you in this. As I said, when I do Roadmap to Success 2 days program, I said Kiran Bedi coming in the inauguration and Preetham Singh coming in validation. And then there are my HR friends who come before the validity. 4 or 5 friends will complement what I have said for 2 days. Why? Why I need Raja or Siddiqui or Rajan Datta or Anu Singh Lathar or all these people coming to my programs? Because what I did for 2 days, I share with them and they further strengthen it. Networking is networking. Get these people part of your network, mentors. And even mentor is not necessary to have a mentor who is more age than you. I have a reverse mentoring. I have 2 people who are one in Thai girl and one in Indian girl. Reverse mentoring in 2015 I started. They are half my age. And I learn from them. Get some people part of it. Apna board of director banao yaar. Inner circle, outer circle, outer circle. Inner circle mein kuch logon se baat karo. Unse ideas lo. You'll be much more successful. Don't beat only your bush, Get people involved. Any ideas? Get in touch with us. You can Google DK BAKSHI. You can reach me. You can reach Global Talent Company. We can support you. It's not necessarily commercial business. Voluntarily, Vanita.
Absolutely, sir. Our next question is from Trisha. How important is success? Few people say that journey should be full of learning. Even if success is not achieved, you get experience. What you have to say in this?
Yeah, this is very, very important. And I would say here, there will be certainly not getting you success all the time. In case we move in a straight line, the ECG of straight line is Ram Nam Satya, we are dead. So ECG is also like this. But then, when you are on a road path to success, there will be many challenges, many issues. You will fall. And you know what I say on this? To fall is not a failure. It is only when you do not get up again. The moment you fall, get up again and move. The moment you fall, get up again and move. But in case you fall and you remain there, you don't get up and move, then it is a failure. And I want to add one more line here. If you fail to prepare, be prepared to fail. So plan is very important. If you fail to prepare, be prepared to fail. So when you are preparing, your plan of action should be very solid, concrete. And even if you fall while doing that, to fall is not a failure. It is only when you do not get up again. I fail, I get up again. I fail, I get up again, and I move. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to do it. You may fall, get up again and go, get up again and go, get up again and go. Many failures. Failures are pillars of success. You learn from failures. Don't do the same mistake again. Do a new mistake. But learn from your old mistake and don't repeat your mistakes. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, sir. We have our next question from Mr. Bharat. In layman's term, how do you define success? Emotionally, what makes a person hungry for success? What next one you achieve your success? What's the next one once you achieve your success?
It's an unending process. When you start your career, what happens? What's your success? At that point of time, I mean, in my old days, 30 years back, even I used to say I will get married when I have a 5,000 rupees salary. People will laugh today. And that's a fact. Then I said, I will have a child when I will have 8,000 rupees salary per month. That was the biggest success for me. I was living in one bedroom. I was away from my parents with my wife, just one bedroom and one drawing room. And drawing room did not have even sofas. And I worked for a German company, and my boss, Franz Grote, he said, I want to come to your house and have a Kashmiri cuisine. I said, hey, Franz, I don't have a sofa at home. He said, I will sit on the same chair. What do you have? And when I got a sofa, that was the biggest success for me. So success keeps on changing. And when I reached a salary level, and when I got a Maruti 800, I got this, what do you call it, that van. And finally I got Esteem. And when I got an Ascent in India, I was very happy. That was another success. And when I went to international world, I got a dollar salary, and I got a big car, and I got a driver, and as an expat, that was another success. And when my children, I never got a global education in my life. When I made my elder one to study in London and younger one to study in Canada, big success. Today for them, $300,000 or $350 is nothing. But when I went on an assignment 2003, I was only at $150,000. So success will keep on changing every time you move forward. It's a roadmap to success. You Finish one milestone, you go to the another milestone, you go to another milestone, you go to another milestone, you go to another milestone. It's an unending process. Now, how long you want to have success? I am a young man, 61-year-old, work for next 25 years. Money is not important for me. What's important this time? I have everything God has given me. Both my sons are doing great job in multinational company. They're Canadians. Everything is great. What's important for me? My name, my fame, and contributing to the community, to the society, to the global world. Money is important, but money is not everything. But in initial stages, when I was at 5,000 to 10,000 to 100,000 rupees to 2 lakh rupees to an international assignment, so it keeps on changing. So all your successes will keep on changing. Every time you keep on moving forward. To get a first child is the beauty, or to marry with a beautiful woman is one of the greatest successes of life. It is how you think about yourself. For me today, success is romancing with my destiny. It's a signature program of myself. I have repeated 3 times. There are a couple of signature programs: the Roadmap to Success, DNA of Leadership, One Dream, One Team, Romancing with My Destiny. Well-known programs around the world. And how do we romance with your destiny? Only for money? Not at all. I am doing now money? Not at all. No money. 9 months. Keeping my heart active. I am successful right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And next question is from Hiral Doshi. Everything is so unpredictable. How do we define roadmap when every day is a new day? How do we adapt so quickly and ensure that the roadmap defined stays relevant?
Wow. Very important, and that too during COVID days. You have made plans, everything is planned, and it has got destroyed. So when everything is planned, it has got destroyed, what do? You start crying? We may cry for a day, we may cry for 2 days, we may cry for 3 days. We may curse God, we may curse colleagues, we may curse anybody. Not at all. Get up and go. Think what can be done. How do I change? How do I live that my roadmap, which has become irrelevant today, which was relevant till yesterday, today it is not relevant. And that's what I am asking you today. That's why I gave that skill sets: agility, business ability, capability and capability, deliverability, engageability, flexibility, new skill set I gave. The skill set required in January 2020 is not same in November 2020, and it's not going to be same in April 2021. Change is a law. Growth is optional. Choose it wisely, Kiran Bedi says. We have to immediately take control of what we had planned, and what is not possible now, reboot, revisit, reshape, re-enhance the entire concept. So I never thought I will go into this mess in terms of business. So I need to change. I need to adapt. And don't ask about whether we need to adapt. I respect the human beings around the world. Everybody adapted to COVID-ability. Within days, everybody started coming on this. Everybody started washing even hands. Everybody started even using sanitization. Everybody started, okay, there may be few who are not doing it, but most of the people started getting adapted to this new norm. And even now, we don't know how long. Because what was in BC before COVID is not in DC during COVID, is not going to be in AC after COVID. The BC days are gone. DC is there maybe for a few more months. AC, when we don't know when we will get, but most probably with the vaccine around, I think we'll have AC soon. So a human being, DNA is adaptation, and we are adapting. The sooner you adapt, you will become master of your life. I can see Mr. Tyagarajan, the Vice President of Faridabad Management Association, somewhere here. Very great. Mr. Tyagarajan, nice to see you here. Yes, sir. Next.
Yes, sir. So with that, thank you so much. It was an energized session full of learning and wonderful case studies that you have shared. Thank you, Mr. Bakshi. I'm sure our participants have had an insightful session full of learning. For those who were not able to join our today's session, they can access the slides and recordings available on YouTube. The link for the same has been shared in the chat window. Request all our participants to like and share these along with your colleagues and friends who may be interested. Before we conclude with our today's session, we would also want to thank all the association members, GASHIA, LinkedIn Local, and NASSCOM COE for supporting these HRAI events. To know more about these associations, request you to kindly visit the links provided in the chat window. Thank you once again, Mr. Bakshi, and our participants for joining us today. Do join us for our next masterclass tomorrow on the topic, Theory U of Leadership, Leading from the Future as it Emerges, by Mr. Kalol Dutt on the 27th of November 2020. Request you to kindly register for this event at the link mentioned in the chat window. Also to join the Dialogue 2020 WhatsApp chat group through the invite link shared in the chat window. That's it from us today. See you soon. Stay safe, take care, and bye for now.
All the best and good luck to everybody.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
sir.
Please do share the feedback of participants. I would love to see that.
Absolutely. We'll be sharing that with you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Good luck, everybody.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Mr. Tyagarajan. Thank you for joining in today.
Yeah.
Yes, Shyam, we may commence with the webinar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for joining.
Thank you.
I could not join earlier. Actually.
Not to worry, sir. The recordings for the same are available. We'll share that. It's there in the chat box. You can click that and you will be able to view our recordings.
Definitely. Thank you very much for the nice session.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Yes, Shyam, we may conclude. Yeah. Thank you.